Russia and the United States are agreeing to work towards ending Ukraine war in a remarkable diplomatic shift. That's right from the AP is saying that. Uh, it's remarkable. Really, it's almost like it could have been done 4 years ago. Isn't that's kind of amazing?
Well, that's right, but you had to have something happen. Remember when President Trump came in, he began repeating the same stupid figures for Ukrainian losses and Russian losses that were completely false. Oh, the Russians have lost 800,000 men. The Ukrainians have only lost 100,000. The Ukrainians are still winning. This kind of nonsense. And eventually, I don't know how it happened. I've been yelling at the top of my lungs whenever I go on any of these podcasts or news shows, and I say, Ukrainians have lost over 1 million dead. The Russians are just shy of 100,000. So the exchange ratio was always about 1 to 5, then it was 1 to 6, then it became 1 to 7, now it's 1 to 10. It's beginning to drop because the Russians are no longer killing as many people, because there aren't that many people putting up any resistance anymore, and also because the Russians really don't want to kill anybody. Now, I know that sounds strange, but from the very beginning, Russia did not want this war. We are the ones that subsidized it. We created it. We launched it. And we are responsible for the destruction of Ukraine and 1 million human beings in that country. But it took time for President Trump to finally have the truth presented to him. And thank God, when it was presented to him, he had the guts to stand up and say, nonsense. This is wrong. Russia didn't start this. We are the authors of this. And you've heard Jeffrey Sachs and others, recite from the text how many different points in time we've pushed against the Russians and driven them back and lied to them and subverted them. Well, he's figured that out. And so he simply came out and told the truth. And of course, the most insulting thing you can do in Washington is tell the Washington swamp the truth.
Yeah, that's I've talked about that plenty. Well, here's what Trump was asked by a reporter. Let's watch this.
Do you have any message for Ukrainians who, after 3 years of fighting, might feel betrayed or disappointed at not having a seat at these initial talks in Saudi Arabia?
Well, I think I'm really disappointed in what's happened. I've been watching this for 3 years. It's a war that would have never happened if I was president, and I've been watching these people being killed at levels that you've rarely seen, not even close, since the Second World War.
Hey, but can I just say to that reporter before I let President Trump answer this? I would like to know, does the American press have any message for the men that Ukraine stuffed into vans against their will to be killed in vain for BlackRock? That would be my question for the U.S. press.
Yeah.